Blog Talk Radio.
Carrie.
Hello?
Carrie.
No, this is
Hello?
Leann.
Oh, hi, Leann. Hi, Leann. This is Marianne. I'm having trouble.
Hi, Marianne.
Oh, hi. I'm having trouble with getting everybody on. You know how that goes.
Okay. Did I do
I'm
it
going to
right?
try again, okay? You did it
one.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, you did it right.
I'll just be on hold.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just be on hold. Okay.
The website.
Hi. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi. Hi, Thaao. I'm having a little bit of trouble here, but
Hello.
I think, hello.
Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Oh, you both made it. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah.
812?
Okay, there we go. Okay, good. We're just getting our callers
Hello,
in.
812?
Welcome to the show.
Area code 812?
Thank you.
Yes, and welcome back to Days, and welcome back home, where both of you belong.
Well, thank you.
Are we on?
Thank you very much.
Have we started?
Hello?
Or is this
Sorry.
Eric?
This area code. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
This is Carrie. Who is this? Can I have your name?
This, I don't know. Do you
Sure,
have?
all
Are
right.
you on mute,
I'm going to
Carrie?
put you in the queue.
Okay. Yes, I had trouble with our theme music, which was Stefano's theme. It kept playing and playing. I don't know if you heard it, Leann. Did you hear it when?
Oh, I
came
did.
on?
I kept thinking it was the cry of the Valkyries or something.
Yes, and it's probably could be my internet connection because it was going. I turned it off, to start the show, and it kept spinning. But I think we got you, and then I saw you call in, and Thaao called in. So we both have you online, and Carrie is. I'm hosting, and Carrie is in screening, getting calls and getting people lined up to talk with both of you. Okay.
Okay, great.
So,
great.
Okay.
I'm sitting out on the
Hello?
deck, and so helicopters
you
are
are?
going by, so sorry.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Very good.
Are we on now?
You are.
Oh my God.
And I think my kid. Yes, you're
Had
on.
a better
Like I said, I had. You had a better entrance. Yes.
My God.
Well, technical difficulties. I think the very first time we had Leann on our show, I don't know if she remembers, way back in the day, we had a little bit of problems. And I think we've had problems also when Thao's been on.
I did something. Yeah, I think I did something
Right.
from Texas or something or other. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm always from a distance, it seems like. But all is good.
Yeah.
I'm here. Thao's here.
My big thing today was buying more fish for the pond I have, koi fish. So I've got my 9 because they say feng shui. You're supposed to have 9 and one black one.
Oh,
So
yes, your beautiful garden. It's a lovely
Is
backyard.
that good luck for you,
Shared
honey,
with
to
everyone.
have that many? 9, is that the good luck number or something?
Yes, that's the requirement in feng shui. and as one newsman would call it, fake suey. But it was, brought life into the courtyard. And so I kind of look over it. It's very relaxing, and so I bought more mosquito fish because they eat all the larvae, and then I bought some goldfish so there could be company in there. So because I like to hide under the Buddha that's there and that pours with water down there. So it's kind of, and the courtyard seems almost complete. It needs some more comfortable place to sit, but people don't come into your house and then sit in the courtyard unless they're waiting and you're late.
Nobody's
open
late.
The door.
Yeah. But nobody comes to your house late, do they, Thaao? Everyone's
we
on
all
time,
try
right?
not to.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
No, I mean, most people are on time. I think maybe because they know me.
Yes.
Oh, yes. The wrath of Thaao if you're late, right?
He
does have a schedule in that kitchen, and things are going to come to that kitchen, and if you want to get them, you better be there on time to get the meal as it is presented.
Listen, she knows
right.
many times, but, God forbid the ones who come in on the photos are entering your house and on their phone talking. You know what that's going to be about.
Yes.
That type.
Right. Yes. Do you make everyone put their phones away?
Well, I have a friend who does a wonderful thing. She has a basket, so when everybody comes in, they put their phones in there. And I threw out a guest because in the middle of the dinner, he was having a fight on the phone with his teenage daughters while everybody was eating, so I told him to get out.
Go fight with her somewhere else.
He was a friend of mine's lover, but, he just, a little brash, I thought. Anyway. So, and when he left...
Okay.
Okay, what?
I'm losing.
And he left. And he left? Did he leave? Did he listen and left?
He's been unkind to me ever since when I see him.
I wonder why.
Well, he's from a dinner party, and I had all this rack of lamb. And when I was bringing on the tray in the kitchen to put it in the oven, he says, "Do you know how to cook those?" And I looked at him and I thought, Of course, I put the rack of lamb over a salad afterwards, and he thought it was the most ludicrous thing because he's got a restaurant, or he did have a restaurant. He thought it was ridiculous to put a rack of lamb over salad. Well, you know how it is, Leann. I'll do that with salmon. It always is nice, and it's nice to cut into the salad while you're eating the main course, Anyway, so...
I wouldn't say a word of complaint. I would just eat and enjoy.
Yes, well, Leann does that.
We lost Leann.
No.
What's that?
Yeah, we lost Leann.
Oh, she is? Oh, okay. Well, hopefully she'll call back. Because we have callers ready to talk. And I just had a question ready, too, to ask both of you before we take some callers. I just want to say Carrie's helping. Carrie the Diva is helping take the phone calls. If you want to say hi to Carrie.
Hi, Thaao.
Hi, Carrie. How are you, love?
Hello. Yeah, good.
Are you
as
slim as ever?
Yeah, my boyfriend thinks so.
I was sitting with, and you was very slim, especially with the woman who's had children. Still is. She's got that lineage.
I'm Polish. We stay slim and young, thank God.
Yes. Well, I have to say, because Leann's not here, but I'll talk about.
This might be Leann here. Hello.
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 Leann.
Hi, Leann.
Yes.
It dropped your call.
Again?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm there.
Yes, you are.
Oh, good. Okay, because I went dead, and I tried to get back, and then I couldn't get in, and I could hear you talking about me.
We're just having a good. You can. All good, right? All good.
Oh, all good. Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
You
well,
have
maybe
a question?
I'll start out with a question. especially with you, both of you being back. I mean, your fans and I, we know why why you've lasted so long, and why we always want to see you back, and why you're so popular from the 80s, and you come back. I was just wondering, what do you feel why your characters are still so popular, and why everyone loves to see you back, and what you bring to the show as your character?
Leann can answer that one first.
Yes, darling.
Okay.
I think because we do have an affection for each other, we have a connection, and we have the chemistry that somehow worked in the 80s, and it's coming, it's still there. And I think, with every great couple, I think that you have to kind of be a foil to each other, the other side of who they are. And I think we kind of found that matchup. And Tony, and then we have some interests in common. So when Anna goes off the rails, she needs somebody that will rein her in, and that is Tony. And when he, is too strong, then she can rein him in as well. I think that we complement each other, and I really feel that I can't say enough complimentary things about Thaao. He's a wonderful friend. He's a wonderful host and entertainer as well, and he makes you envision his travels. I feel like I've been on the trip with him, so he's fascinating to listen to, and I'm grateful that I have been a part of his life and that he's been part of mine.
I'm having some drink.
Yeah.
You what?
I had to take a sip from my martini.
I'm drinking rosé. Thank
martini.
you very much.
Well, it's Sunday afternoon. Listen, thank you very much. I think, too, there's no adjustment. When you have that kind of rapport, no matter how much time goes by, I think when you have the kind of rapport that Leann and I do, it's not something you take for granted. Certainly know my limitations. Whatever. What to talk about, what not to talk about. Everybody has their desires and passions about everything, and she's very passionate, and she likes challenges. She's not a.
Mm-hmm.
She was.
She likes to be surprised.
Well, I always surprise.
Oh, yes.
I think that's part of my makeup anyway. I don't.
Sure.
When people start taking you for granted, that's when you shift, and that's what I do. And with Leann and I, from the beginning, there was never an encounter that was, uncomfortable in any way. So that was brought up on the set, And if there was any calming to do, she certainly did it for me. Being that I was playing two characters, and it was a difficult time because having to, we used to get up early in the morning every day with the two characters, and that will take you to the edge. But so she was really a buffer, so that was great. Plus, being also a very attractive woman, and still today, we've kept ourselves, let's face it, we all get older and everything, but it's also nice to age nicely, and I think that's part of the beauty of it all. Certainly it's the humor, the fact that nobody's on anybody's lines. We know how to give each other what the other one respectfully needs, wants. So it's, and we've certainly had enough different things to play, and Jan Redner, who sends me a lot of clips. It's kind of wonderful to sort of go back and watch things and not be embarrassed by them, because.
Oh yeah. I wanted to bring that up, of the different clips that she does, which brings back a lot of good memories. And it's always nice to see your reaction when she posts them. And I was wondering if you go back and you do watch them and the reaction, because I know there was one that was on recently about Tony and Anna, and what was always great about them, they were always fighting. And that was their foreplay, was their fighting. And she calls them, and there was one where she called him Cary Grant, and it was just funny. It was their banter back and forth that I always enjoyed, and their passion and their they made it look so easy and so genuine, and you could tell that it wasn't just their characters, that you two generally cared for one another. And I think, and it's, you could come back after 20 years, after 10 years, and you just have it. The chemistry is just there. Again, every time you keep coming back. So, and that's what I think people keep looking forward to. So
it's all those
we're looking forward to seeing you again.
Well, I was trying to say something funny, but you just killed it.
Well, I didn't finish. You didn't let me finich talking. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me. So tell us something funny.
That's not the way it works. You don't say something funny on a joke. Funny comes out of a circumstance where you time something, but you just killed my funny.
Right. Okay.
I'm sure there'll be.
There's going to be a lot more. I'm sure there'll be other moments. There will be other moments when we bring on our callers and other moments. I just asked Leann, do you have a chance to see any of the old clips? I know sometimes you're not as much on social media.
Thaao will send. Once in a while, Thaao will send me one. He sent me one today, actually. And it was, that's good. I think I was asking him to dance with me or something. And my first reaction was, my God, look at how much hair I had. That was my first reaction. And then I watched the scene again, and I thought, oh, look what we were tender with each other. What a sweetness, and what a lovely thing when Anna discovered how much she really loved him. She was always on the make. She was always trying to get what she wanted and needed, and more and more and more. But she was captured at that moment by his heart and his suaveness, and she just, I thought that was a lovely little sweet moment to really show that that's who she really did care and had a heart. And that's important from an actor's standpoint, so that you get the point of that you need to, that you're not just evil, you're not just good. There's a lot of depth in there somewhere. And that's the fun part about soap operas. You get to navigate those waters, and you get the opportunity. If it didn't work this day, you're going to try it the next time.
Right. Well, would you like to take some callers and talk to some callers?
Sure.
Okay, sure. Okay. I think this is Kurt. Hi, Kurt.
I don't believe.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Hello,
you can.
Kurt.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Thaao, Leann, it's great to talk to you. I want to thank you both very much for all the entertainment you brought over the years. Just listening to you two right now, it almost sounds like we're listening to Anna and Tony. Just watching some of these clips I saw the other day, I didn't get to see some of that when I was younger, so that was really nice to see some of that. I guess what I want to ask is, Thaao, I really loved the clip you showed the other day with Joe, where you showed that was an improv ad-libbed where he slapped you.
Yes.
That was awesome. Do you and Leann get a chance to do that? And how much say do you have in your storyline, or do you ever give any ideas? Because, number one, I think, both your talents have been, we're so grateful you're coming back, because I think a lot of your talents have been wasted, because there's a lot of great storyline, I think, for that show, for you two, they haven't done yet. So, having said that, where would you like to see these characters go? Do you have any say in where you think they can go, and how much do you and Leann have lived?
I was going to suggest for Leann to tell the story about our slap.
About what?
Our slap in the water that time. You remember on the boat where I surprised you, and I was going to be brought up on charges.
He was supposed to slap me one direction, and I was ready to give way, and he slapped me from the other side. So he actually touched me. Actually, it shocked the heck out of me. So, yes, they protected me, but it was a surprise, certainly.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
I blame him for my bad neck today.
Well, that is also, when you work as much as we did together, I think sometimes I was always looking different ways to affect her. And so by her assuming it was going to be on the other side, because that's how it was rehearsed, I started to surprise her and give it to her on that side. It wasn't hard, just the shock of it. I mean, Joe's
was a shock. Oh, yes.
A shock. That was so hard. It doesn't look as hard as it felt because he had huge hands. And the way he did it, with his hands cupped, he really got me on my face. And I was relaxed playing my game in the scene, and he caught me off guard. And I remember that's when I turned my head around, and I wiped the slap off my face. And I was so upset that I didn't have to act at all. All I did was turn around and myself, you son of a bitch. But, when we finished, then he wanted to know if I was all right. And then we went and had lunch. So, how it was, you create moments. Let's face it, it's a serial. You want to try to make it as interesting as possible. Now it's different, Now we're doing 8-9 shows a week, and that's why for the vets, I think, is better for them because they've still got their technique up to par, and whereas the young ones are still learning, and so they scramble sometimes, and I can see the difference in the work. But we've all been there. It's so we were able to come back. I always remembered something, and that was when you leave a show, always leave well, even though they killed me 7 times. Oh God. I could tell you such stories, but I wanted to be like Susan. I wanted to go up those stairs and just disappear for a while. And I thought, why do they always have to be so violent? And because there is something when they, milk you up, and bludgeon you the way they do, and you're lying there, and they're pouring that red stuff all over you, and you're lying there with like with the wood coming out of my heart, like I was some vampire. That'll tell you something about the subtext of the writer. It just was like, it's depressing. It's not an easy thing. And then you're supposed to be good about it, but you learn as a professional. They will ask you back, as Ken used to say to me, And so now that we've been asked back, and we did that, my first week was 11 shows I had to do. It was. So, it worried me at first because you want to have the work at a certain quality, and then Leann wasn't coming in until a week later. And so that the fans know that's how it is, that's how it begins. But I liked the story that Cavallari wrote, and I thought it had some really interesting elements, and also working with Stacey. And then, of course, Leann comes into the picture, and it's like, oh, honey, come here, let me give you a big whopper.
It's all good. It's good to be back, and it's good to be together. And it's really, I've come back and forth a few times over the years myself, and not always working with Thaao. And it's a really sweet treat right now to have scenes with him because we do feed off each other, and we do try to make it interesting. We do try to make it new and fresh and exciting for people. That's what we want it to be. And a little bit of humor and a little bit of pathos and a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll grab her hands when she's talking and just hold them. And she's still trying to talk to me and get the reaction on her face as we're talking, and I'm holding her hand.
I want to kick him. It's lucky I don't kick him in the shin. I'm a little expressive. I'm not even Italian. I talk with my hands. I can't help it.
I grab her hands and
just a while ago, when Thaao said you killed his funny, that sounds like something Tony and Anna would say. You say he killed my funny, and I thought I get to see Tony and Anna saying that.
True.
Oh yeah. Well, we are part of Tony and Anna. There's no question.
That's a fantastic topic. I've really enjoyed you guys over the years, and I think everybody has, and I'm glad you're both back. And I think I speak for a lot of people. I hope they keep you back for quite a while because it's sadly been missing. The romance, the humor, you guys are fantastic, and thanks again for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
Listen, thank you for your
support. Kurt.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kurt.
Thank you.
And where Thaao just said when you came on set, you gave him a big whopper, a big kiss. We had a lot. I don't know if you read Soap Opera Digest. He just recently had an interview in there, and he said he had complimented your kisses for sure. They're so available.
Oh,
he said, yes.
Oh, it's available.
Yeah, so it's
am I easy?
Yeah. I don't know. No, I think he meant in the scene as Anna.
I gotcha.
You give you get something like where sometimes another actress maybe he kisses and there's nothing's happening or whatever with the scene, but you give it your all when you're in the scene. So I thought that was
We've
very
always
interesting.
had chemistry.
I don't know if Thaao remembers that interview saying that. It was just in the Soap Opera Digest.
Yes. Well, there are some women you kiss and you feel like it's just a rock. You kiss Leann and it's like two cushions.
Mm-hmm.
Remember one time?
Yeah.
And just before
I remember saying that before.
I looked at her lips. Look at those lips before I kissed her. I just threw that in. But it's true. People are very relaxed and some others are not. And around that area. But she's very available, which is great. For the character I'm talking, not in real life.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, that's a compliment, Leann.
I take it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Who's next?
All right. Okay. No, I think this is Rick. Ricky. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Oh my God.
Hi, Rick?
It's Rick.
It's me. Hello,
Yeah.
Thaao. Hello, Leann.
Hello, you.
Hello.
I can't wait for y'all to get back together on there this week and next week.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
It's intense, isn't it, Leann? I think some very intense stuff that's going on.
It's
and also how you and I, when we meet again, how that went over. That was kind of interesting because the last time we had that, which was years ago, because it's been Andre since, it was interesting to have you, not having seen a character for years and who had been on some island or something, stranded on an island, and how we met and how wonderful it was, because you can see it through the pictures and how this time around it was something different because she'd been carrying in that urn Tony's ashes. Then you find out what was in those ashes. It wasn't Tony. What was in there? I mean, we could go and can do high comedy and say, a chicken that burnt itself to death or something, someone's bad cooking. But the whole thing was, half of them, when I was killed, Andre was killed, they flew in the air. So it was kind of interesting that, by quick adjustment, saw each other. And I think it was a lovely moment, wasn't it, Leann?
It was fun. It was fun for me to discover what have I been doing all these years, carrying this urn around. Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting thing. It's a little bit. Anna has always been a little unhinged ever since she lost her Tony. She's been unhinged a bit, and she's not crazy. She's just a little bit offline, and I think a lot of people are off center. I think that's part of it, and I think that part of this is at least bringing a little closure to some of that, and bringing Anna back around to being back on the real world, grounded again, and that's with Tony. That's who she sees as what makes her whole, and I think that that's part of what I'm hoping that's how it's going to play, and that's what I remember. Isn't that what we did? Something like that.
Yeah,
it's been a little while.
Any writer that has come in will write us differently. I mean, we're the ones who have to put it back in focus, because if you didn't create this, you're interpreting what someone else told them they were about, or you've seen some tape on them. But to understand where the core of the characters came from Pat Falcon Smith. So the others that have come along the way will make the characters differently, and I can't always say they hit the mark. And playing Andre first, and then playing, and so that when Anna came on, it was Andre and Tony and Andre and Anna, and so of course they didn't have a real relationship, except he did go to bed with her because she thought it was Tony. So it was.
Oh yeah. Well, I think didn't we get married like 30 years ago at one point? Didn't Andre and Anna get married at one point too?
Did they?
I don't remember that.
I thought we had like 6 or 7 weddings, and so I'm thinking for some reason I think
you
I
got married more
Andre
than
at
once.
one point.
Anyway,
but maybe you did,
baby. Rick,
how will Kate be a factor in all this?
Oh, I have one big scene with Kate, not one scene, one show with Kate about what takes place as Tony. So I thought it was interesting because she was with Andre, so now it's with Tony. So how do you make it different? And when we see what happens, which of course I'm not telling anybody, but there are interesting scenes. What happens afterwards, not resolved yet, but I think she's always a joy to work with as well. I've been fortunate, that I've worked with some actors I really like working with, and that it helps a lot, And those who you don't get along with, and you try to find something in the scene you like about them, otherwise you can't work.
And I got one more dying question for you. Will Andre face off with Tony again?
Not so far. But you don't
know.
So far. Feeling, knowing the way Ron has been writing, he likes a bit of the absurd. I think he likes also the sort of campy sometimes, but at the same time he also appreciates, a good drama. And I think we had that at that one show with Deidre where Tony and Andre were in the picture, but I have to be honest, that's not always easy to do because you've got then another guy reading your lines when you're playing Andre, and then when you're playing Tony, that same actor reads the reverse. And so that is not always easy, but because you've got to, when you come in, you have to hold a second so they can cut into it and put the two together. There's got to be enough space to splice it. And so it's not like the normal timing like Leann and I have, even
it's
the
technical.
tape we watched.
It's very technical.
Yeah, and the dance that we had today, when I asked you to dance in that piece that I sent you, and the way and I thought, look at that, from the beginning there, liking the person you're working with and really loving them, I mean, that makes a big difference to the performance because the audience is very astute, and that because they follow the theme, they know and they pick up. And what they love about characters is those that in the way they treat each other, the way they get along with each other, the way they dance, whatever the dance may be in life. But the audience watching has to identify with something about that. And so when the chemistry is good and it could be hot, the audience feels that way about themselves too in their own imaginations. And so, but if you're not a nice guy and there's no payoff, well, we'll see what happens to those characters. They die and don't come back.
Well, hopefully you and Leann will both stay on there forever.
Oh,
well,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Where are you, Rick?
Huh?
Are you from the South? Are you from the South?
No, I am from West Virginia.
Okay, then the North-South.
Is that where you got
the
yeah, North-South.
I keep hearing the y'all in there. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate very much that people are out there that appreciate that we're working together again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all have a nice evening, and I will talk to y'all soon.
Thank you. You take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See you, Rick. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Next caller, we have Andrea.
Oh.
Hi, Andrea.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, guys. So I have a couple questions, and for both of you, or whatever the time allots. And I went in a different direction than asking about the show because I wasn't too sure what you could give away. So I decided to do a few different ones. So Thaao, here's a travel one.
As of right now.
Say that again? Oh, I guess that wasn't for me to hear. Okay, so Thaao, first question, where would you like to travel that you've never been?
Well, I've always wanted to go to China. I wanted to take a boat down the Yangtze and see that whole incredible landscape and those statues that are monolithic. What stops me from going, because I study Chinese history, what stops me from going is the pollution, and and I also want to go to Xi'an where the statues come in. And I've had friends who've gone, but that's one I would like to go to. I always wanted to go to Germany, which I did, which I wasn't that crazy about. But I want to explore Spain more. You know, I love Cuba, but of course now that's restricted.
Right. Well, you know what? So then my second question might have something to do with Germany, because my next question was, have you ever traveled someplace that you had many expectations for but left feeling let down, or do you have the ability to control your destiny on your travel so you can change the outcome? So maybe Germany would be one?
You know, if you know the German history, and you can't, as the filmmakers and all that, and what happened, and that Holocaust, I mean, it's just, I kept questioning myself when I would see people, and I would think, so is that gene in them? Are they capable of that kind of atrocity? And you just can't. You think, you know, you walk through the streets and you're thinking the tanks, 70 years ago were up and down here. And I remember going to a museum, and I turned to a woman and I said, where's the exhibit on Hitler? Which I didn't mean to be rude or anything. I just thought, well, they're German. They must have something on Hitler. Well, you're not allowed to have anything on Hitler. And so it was like, she couldn't even face me when I asked her that question. It wasn't what I expected. The only other country that I would say would be Morocco. I mean, Morocco has some wonderful stuff, but, there's not enough ruins for me. I like the history and the ruins. I like
not enough old stuff for you.
And then the Moroccans, it's a tricky race. I mean, I go with all Arab countries, but this is a tricky business guy. I'm sure, just like Iranians would be, I want to go to Persia. I do want to do that, but, we're in the middle of chaos. So
right.
Fine.
No, go ahead.
So did you want to ask Leann the same question, or?
Well, I was going to ask her a couple. Well, actually, the one I was going to ask her about her carrying the urn and being with the actual Tony or maybe Andre, which was more exciting, which obviously we know would be the real deal. So, and you discussed that. So, Leann, let me ask you, when you worked on Dawson Creek a while back, what was, and I know what your chemistry is like with Thaao, so what was it like to work with Joshua Jackson as a love interest, to put it delicately?
As a love interest is right. I remember when I read for that part. I remember going into audition for that part and thinking, this this is a little bit outside the box, and I'm not sure I'm comfortable with it, because the boy in the script was supposed to be 15, and I just felt it was But when I got there and I could see how it was being produced and directed and written, it was quite brilliant. And I was worried about working with, somebody, but he was 18, so I wasn't quite as uncomfortable as it could have been.
Right.
But he was 18 playing 15. And then when we went back for the second year, he had, grown another couple inches, and he was 19, and I remember looking up going, oh, okay, thinking he's a young man now, and okay, I'm not quite as uncomfortable with it. So for what it was worth, I think we somehow managed to find chemistry and make chemistry and make it work. And I'm really grateful. Kevin Williamson had, great insight on that as a producer and writer, and I just was really grateful for that time. And I was able to spend time in North Carolina and learn what that part of the country is like, and meet friends and make friends. And I very much enjoyed my time on the show.
Great. Okay, so you answered that. Yeah, I mean it was a fun show, and I really enjoyed Joshua Jackson. So I thought, you got to work with him.
Yes.
And you did it shows, from what I was researching, you've done approximately, say, 48 TV shows and 4 films that I could find, but I couldn't find any info if you've done theater. So have you, or would you like to?
I have never done theater. I did one charity event one night only, starring one night only, for a charity down here about 4 years ago, I guess. But I've never actually done theater. I am a product of the screen. I started on the screen, and when I first came to Los Angeles, I was on contract with Universal Studios, and they sent me to acting class, and they plugged me into shows, little one-liners here and there. I often played blonde girl or young woman, and got my feet wet just trying to learn how to be on a stage, and so I didn't. And then with acting classes, I learned how to develop a character and what I was going to do with it. So I really didn't do theater. I did it. I was in plays in high school, but that was because I was in the choir. So I never had a speaking part. I was too shy. I was so very shy. And which is why I so love Anna, because she does stuff I could never get away with.
Great. Well, that's cool. Yeah, well, I would love to see you doing theater if you ever did decide to do it, but I will definitely be happy to watch you on Days, and Thaao, you back on Days, or wherever you end up going, if anywhere. So,
well, we're going back, Leann and I going back again, so we'll see where our head writer's taking us. But I think fans will be pleased. This is supposed to be the best story of the summer, I hear. But I think the fans will be pleased with this story. It's a lot to do with Stacy, and a lot to do with the character of Brady, and also and with Kate, and also because I have a good relationship with Deidre, and I think that was about it. They're the main characters I work with.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna? Can you say how long you're going to be back this time, or how long the run will be?
Oh, at least 30 shows.
Oh, that's 30 happy days for Days. That sounds good to me.
So maybe about months, and then there's another piece, and that we did, and then now we're doing another piece that's coming up. It'd be nice to somehow kind of move into Salem would be nice. Like the DiMera living room that I miss terribly. I look at that.
He's not happy that other people are occupying the DiMera mansion. Let's put it that way.
Neither are we. Yeah, we're not happy.
Yeah, I'm not happy either. It's way too many changes. I'd like to see some familiarity with it now. Yeah, let's get some real DiMeras back in there. Well, I will hog the line. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people waiting to talk to you too. So thank you for taking my questions.
Listen, it was lovely
Thank
to
you.
speak. You take care.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Andrea. Bye. Okay, another caller is Christy Ann. Hello?
Hi, how are you guys?
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Hi.
Hello?
Good, thank you. Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, where are you
Yes,
calling?
I can. From Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, that's lovely country. Is it very hot right now?
Well, let's just say the swimming pool is hot too, so it is. It is just very, very hot here, just unbearable, so to speak. I pretty well have had all the questions answered by listening tonight, but I did want to ask Leann, where in North Carolina did you film? I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, are you? I was in Wilmington, and I got a chance to drive around from there. I made my way up to even High Point at one point. But where are you from there?
I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is about a 3.5 hour drive to Wilmington. Wilmington is a beachside town. Very, very beautiful. But anyway, I love the chemistry between you guys on Days of Our Lives. And the people here, I live in a little suburb of Savannah called Jessup, Georgia. So several girls and I are going to have a Thaao and Anna party the first day that y'all are on TV, and we're anxiously awaiting to watch it. So we're just kind of on edge. And another reason I love being able to watch it with the girls is because my youngest grandchild is fixing to start school, so there will be free time to be able to watch it instead of having to go, answer this child or another one. So, it's just going to be nice to have free time and concentrate on y'all. So,
on the show.
Anyway,
Thaao
is our number one man here in this little community. We all love you to death. We're probably going to start a fan club. So, the girls and I just love to hear of his travels. And I mean, when he comes on TV, we have to take pictures of him. So we got scrapbooks, but they would die if they knew I told you that. But anyway, we are really looking forward to it. Now, I watched you guys 30-something years ago when you were just, younger and first married. But one of my favorite scenes is watching Leann hold the urn. And it's just so funny the way she just carries that thing all around. And the energy, and the energy. But anyway, we are definitely looking forward to it, and I will send Marianne pictures from the party. So,
Thank you so much.
I'd like to see that.
I know, and we're probably going to cook something from Thao's cookbook too to go along with it. So, but anyway, looking forward to seeing you guys. You're a burst of energy, and we just love you, and you bring so much freshness to TV today, where it's just, you don't know what to watch because it's just so different. But you guys have such a sweet chemistry together. And I love both of you. Just wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
You're
really nice
and
to know that we're doing it for a good reason. We like to do this, but if it weren't for people that really want to watch it, it would be worthless. So I'm very grateful that somebody is really does appreciate it and wants to see more.
Well, this is a mixed group. I'm the oldest one. I'm 62, and I retired from teaching music in public school. Another one is like a widow. Another one has no family members. So, it's just kind of connecting our age group together. So we have a really good time. We really do. Leann, what did you sing in a high school choir? Were you a soprano or an alto?
I was an alto.
Okay.
I have a lower register.
Well, I was a soprano, and so I work with a church choir, and I've learned to sing bass since I'm, you do all four parts with them. Sounds like a frog on a lily pad, but anyway, we're hoping to get you guys in Savannah. We're trying to find out how we can get you down here because everybody in this area loves Thaao. I mean, this is Thaao country here, and people are really wanting to see him come to Savannah. But the people the people at Days are hard to talk to. I had a conversation with them not long ago, and they're very difficult. So we're going to try a different route to get him here. But anyway, thank you so much for taking my call.
Dear.
You guys are just awesome, and I love you.
Thanks, Christiane.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Yeah, she's determined.
Thaao
Determined
country.
to get you there. Thaao country, yeah. Determined to get him. And the fan club and cook his meals. Yeah, that's dedication there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we have another caller, Angie.
Hello.
Angie?
Hello.
Yes? Hello, Angie.
Hi. Angie.
Hi, Thaao. How are you?
I'm good, Angie. How are you?
I'm fine. I can't believe I got through. I almost forgot. I would have been flipping the next day and, I missed it. Hello, Leann.
Hi there, Angie. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just fine. I'm just glad that Days came to their senses and put you two back on again. Took a long time. It took a long time, but I was patient. I almost did the chop of Days of Our Lives because you guys weren't on there. I just lost interest in the storylines. But now that you're back, I'm back.
Well, thank you. Yeah, good. We're glad that people want to see it again. We really are grateful for that. That, like I said, that if people want to watch it, we want to play it. We're ready to do it. So thank you.
Well, yes, I think also this particular story, after believing that he's been dead all these years, to have seen what happens, I must say what I interpreted, because when you remember how Tony died and how is he brought back, and because, it's not so much beyond science anymore with what they're able to do secretly and what they're doing. One of the things I thought about was, so what kind of pain does he have, after what he went through? So I went into physical things. I know they've been throwing pictures around of me in a wheelchair, but that'll explain itself. But, God, I don't know where they got those pictures from. Who released those before the show even aired? Yeah, that was not good. But anyway.
It was a magazine.
No, this was other people, too. It wasn't from a magazine. And people are already making conclusions. I mean, it's amazing how quickly people will jump to conclusions. I was reading one woman who was upset that I was coming back, that possibly I would be upsetting her big fan with Brady. And it's like people just jump to conclusions without even just allowing the story to breathe.
Yeah, well, that's how people roll. I really enjoyed both of you on the show. I've been watching you guys for years. And I do mean years.
Yes,
well,
we've
thank
been
you.
playing, so I understand that.
I even followed you after you left the shows, like Leann when you went to Dynasty, and Thaao when you went to Mission Impossible. Perfect character for you, Thaao. Nicholas Black. That was perfect.
Yes.
Yes,
it was. All those characters in him.
Yes. Well, you're going to see some different things too this time. I mean, it's not easy doing that many lines in a week, and then having. I think I shot maybe 25 shows in 3 weeks.
Wow.
That was
not bad
easy.
for
not
the
bad
way
for
the speed and the pace of what they do, and for to put that many shows in the can, it's extraordinary. And for those of us that have been around for 30 years, for us to be able to work through all of that, it's kind of amazing.
And you guys look great. I want you to know that. You look great.
Oh, thank you. We work at it.
You both have that swagger that I so much like.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for your support, and it's nice to hear that you're looking forward to the return. That's always good. Even though we shot it in February, was it?
Wow.
But anyway, we've got some new stuff to shoot, so it continues. So, but anyway, thank you.
It was a pleasure to talk to you both.
Well, listen, it's, even though we don't know each other, and it's, communicating because we come into your kitchen or your living room, wherever we are, but it's always nice to hear people's, what they receive, and because we've been doing this for a long time, what is the result, or what's the effect that you have on people who follow you, because some people can be disappointing, and sometimes it's difficult because depending on what the writer wants to do, you can't always, and people start saying and complaining about certain characters. The actors have nothing to do with it. They can only play what's given. And sometimes, you want to change it a little bit. You can alter something, but in the end result, you can't. You don't have that kind of control. So you just play along. But of course, the fans will get upset, and God forbid you should step into somebody else's shoes.
Wow. Well, that's true. That is so true. But it was a pleasure to talk to you both, and thank you for answering my questions. Oh, my goodness. Wait till I tell my friends I actually was on the Diva line.
Oh, well, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Can you guys hear me again?
Are you
I'm
back,
back.
Leann?
Can you hear me?
I see you. Yes.
I am back.
Yes.
I keep losing you.
Blog Talk Radio doesn't like your number or something. I don't know. But you're back.
I don't like it. Where I'm in the.
I don't know.
I'm in a valley here, and I can't seem to get good signal.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So we have another caller, Sherry.
Hello.
Hi, Sherry.
Hello, Sherry.
Sherry.
Hello.
Hello.
There.
Are you talking to me?
Sherry?
Yes.
This is Sherry. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know I was in. Hi, Thaao.
You are.
Leann. Hi,
how are you
guys? It's good to talk to you. We're very thrilled that you guys are coming back, both of you together. All of us romantics.
Thank you.
And that's how you see the characters.
Yeah, I do. I saw what you said in Soap Opera Digest, and I sort of was like, yeah, I guess that's true. But I feel like both ways. Like I'm kind of like, yeah, one of those romantic women, but I like the thrill. So I kind of like both. I think Marianne's like that too. I
love Andre, but I love Tony too. A little bit of both.
And yeah, and I mean, originally I really
like Thaao,
wanted
right?
Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. I really wanted Tony to come back originally when you first came back, and then I really liked the whole Andre storyline, except for the part where you got killed again. But I liked, you saw his heart a little bit this time around, and I liked all that. But
may I say that when I decided I made the decision to show a heart in the character, and it was with Marcy. That was my downfall, because the decision that was made to kill Andre that time is they were searching who would be most effective if killed, because Marcy, and because we had heart together, it would have been a different payoff. And so what you said is what I aimed for. I wanted to make the character not so dark and give him a certain humanity, and so I started to do that. But in the end, it's what killed him.
I know, it's such a shame. But now you're back, and I was excited to hear you say 30-some episodes, and then we're going to be seeing you again. So I guess you'll still be alive, and we won't be a figment of someone's imagination again. But those episodes were fantastic. That the black and white one with Marcy, and also when playing both characters with Deidre, that was a treat for all your fans, I think.
Oh, thank you. I've got it. I TiVoed it. I've never watched it. It's not always, as Leann, I'm sure, will say, it's not always easy watching yourself and all that, and sometimes because of the pace, you don't have the chance to redo something as like you used to. And so what happens is what is, and you would like to have changed it, and sometimes it's cringy to you. But sometimes really go well because that day everything clicked. It's not just about what you do, it's also about your partner and the people that you work with in scenes. And Leann has scenes with other actors, and they affect her differently. I have scenes with Deidre, and that affects me differently. Deidre just gets the word. I mean, there's something about Deidre. I'd like to be a bad boy. There's something about her.
Right.
I do. Every time I see Anna, and she's right there. I cannot tell you what I told her once after a scene. She said to me, "What were you thinking of?" And when I told her, she stepped back. She was. So yes, my subtext sometimes. It's like trying to get into somebody's space, and you know how it is. If you're speaking to somebody, they might not say anything, but their body language will. If you step into that space around them, and you got too close, and it's not really a familiar relationship, they'll step out of it. So that's how I do sometimes. I would like to step into somebody's energies and upset them.
He does like set. He does like to stir it up.
Stir things.
Stir up. He's a good stir up. I do have to share one quick story.
Leann, there was one actor who thought I was making him look like an idiot in the scene. And all I was doing was my response to them was like not too bright. So I must have given that off. And so when we talked and they chased me after the scene was finished saying that, you really make me look like a fool. And I thought, maybe I was. I don't know. But it's in the character and what you're playing. It's what you bring that day. And it depends on how secure the other person is. But, yeah, listen, you've got to bring some difference every day. You can't just, go in like it's breakfast and have the same breakfast again. You got to stir up.
Yes.
A lot of actors don't always come in with a lot of homework. So,
I'm thinking of the time you and I were standing there. It's a big scene, lots of people in it. Everybody has a line to say every 5 lines. And you're standing behind me and whispering in my ear what you made for breakfast that morning. And my response, I'm on camera. I'm supposed to have a response. That's what I'm talking about, stirring it up.
Stirring it up, right.
Yes.
Right,
I look in
it was funny. It was something about scrambled eggs with herbs and things.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
I remember John Delancey, if anybody remembers the time of Calliope.
Yes.
I remember
Calliope and Eugene. Calliope and Eugene, yes.
Eugene. But please let me finish my story. Eugene knelt down into my ear and says, "Don't forget you owe me $4," during a scene.
There's some subtext.
Yeah, there is some subtext. You know,
we did have good times.
Oh my God, didn't we have great times? I mean, it was. I mean, the things that we did, things I did with Joe, the food that we used to bring in and have lunch on the set because we were there all day. Now we're in and out. You know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, say the word out, next, and you're going, oh my God. Yes.
It's a bit of an automated factory at this point, but still, when you're in the scene and you're working with the people that you love and that you know and that you trust and everything, it still makes it work. It's still fun to be there.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's so, you know, we've had a pretty decent group of actors. You can't always say that you're going to get along with everybody, but, you know, those of us who have remained, all the vets, we have wonderful things in the way we talk to each other and embrace each other. It's like a that we keep reviving.
Well, some of us get along with everybody.
Yes, I can't always. I don't always like everybody. But I don't make it. I just drop a little bomb occasionally. But no, I get along with one director told me recently, he says, you know, I'm never sure if I please you if you're happy with the way it's going.
You do keep everybody guessing.
Well, sometimes I just stare. I don't say anything. I just stare because I can't believe what they're asking us to do. So, you know, everybody has to do what they have to do and bring their best forward. Because we're under a great deal of pressure because it is so short-lived, the scenes, the way we do them now, that you don't have time. You need to grab from anything, you know, even the ant calling before. You got to react to something. You've got to come in with some passion. You don't just come in thinking you're enough. You know, that's why, and Leann knows this, coming on set 10 minutes earlier so you can adjust to the energy and to the atmosphere. So when they do say they're 5, 4, 3, 2, you're already in.
Being prepared. Being part of it. Being in it.
Yeah,
well, that's what makes you so great. That's what we love.
Well, why would, you know, people invest in us? And even though sometimes people take it rather seriously because they have their favorites, and that's okay. If you don't have conflict, you don't have story. And if you don't have story, it's like you don't have a good villain, you don't have a hero. So I think it's important for us to bring the best we have that particular day. Some days are better than others, but you owe the audience that, and you also owe your employees that. And for me, and I know for Leann, we like to lift the dialogue and make it our own and create something.
Have they given you freedom to do that, like this time that you've been back? Is it just, I think you said it was a different writer.
They have. Did you feel that, Leann?
Yeah, I think if something is, you know, those are all part of the process that you're trying to make it work the way it is on the page, and if it's not, you can work with the producer and the director and the other actor and see which is the better way to go. You don't have a lot of time for a lot of change. So, plus I respect the fact that the writers have worked very hard to write this, and I try to deliver what they have written for me to do. Once in a while, you might have something you think, oh, this is really not how I feel this character would do this, but let me try it. And sometimes that is a revelation, and it makes a change, and it makes you turn on your heel, and it might give you more longevity with whatever that thought process is. And so I'm not adverse to trying things that I wouldn't normally do, and but I'm also not adverse to trying to make it work for the other actor if whatever's not working for them. So we do have to kind of be able to think on your feet, change it, if you need to, and go on.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I want to, bail out so somebody else can come in and ask a question. Looking forward to Friday.
Oh, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. I have a question from someone who couldn't be here, Stacy. She had to work. She was also thinking she was only her second day on a new job, and she was the one that thought maybe she should call off.
Yes, I wrote to her and I said
she
to
asked
her,
you if it would be naughty if she called off.
Yes, not to.
Somebody's risking their job, Thaao, to talk to you.
Well, that's.
But no, she didn't do that though. But
she didn't.
Asked me to. Yeah, she unfortunately she just lives in Australia, so the
Melbourne.
time thing is a little different. Yes, and I think right. So she's probably at work right now.
Yes, it's probably 1 in the afternoon. I think 1:30. Anyway, what's the question?
Probably yes. She said this to both of you. If you could work with any actor, past or present, or do any scenes with any actor, who would be your actor or actress that you would like to work with, past or present?
That isn't Thaao for me. That it would.
Or like somebody, like maybe your dream. Somebody that you would really have liked to work with but haven't gotten a chance to, and it could be someone.
I'd like to
from
work
the past
with Kevin
or
Costner.
Okay,
Who?
there you go.
Who did you say?
I'd like. What?
Who did you say you'd like to work with?
I'd like to work with Kevin Costner.
And why?
I think he's
there a
real.
reason?
I think he's real. I think he's sexy, but I think he's real. I think his work is really so genuine that you just don't even know you're watching actors. I think that's a real gift, and because my character is always so over the top as Anna, and I tend to be a little over the top. I just think that it would be a real treat to work with somebody that's as grounded as that. And
what are you talking about? Tony's grounded.
Well, that's true, but I'm not saying Tony's over the top. I'm saying Anna's over the top.
That's why I grab a hand sometimes.
Exactly. Why? Who would you like to work with, honey?
I'd like to work with Meryl Streep.
Ooh,
okay,
good
well,
choice.
fine.
Yeah.
Why? Just why?
Just why? Because she's the best. And it's always good to work with people who are better than you, and because that's how you grow, and those challenges are important. If we assume that the person we're working with, you take it for granted, so well, your work will be compensated. So you have to go in a little bit, not too comfortable. And that's what someone like that would make me feel, I think. Robert Redford would have been one. I've met him, and I did some of his clothes in the early years. Because he's so aloof, try to penetrate him, which I did when I God, that's a terrible expression. I'm talking about his personality. When I was selling him a suit, and I told him he had to get rid of his love handles in order to wear it. I was so shocked that came out of my mouth that he just stood there and his mouth dropped open. But I've done that.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, I think it's also part of my early Australian upbringing. They talk about the thing about having people go back to their country and all that. Well, I had that a lot in Australia, so I think I had to. In many ways, you learn to be defensive, but try to do it well, and not allow things to affect you in the way people would like to. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I just said, but it sounded important.
Yes,
well,
very.
Yes.
Yes, waiting.
Okay. Well, I think, Carrie, do you have a question?
Yes, Thaao. I was wondering what you felt about the baby Andre scenes from the last. Oh, I guess 2 times ago when you're on for the Halloween episode.
Yes, how could I forget that one? That was one of the most uncomfortable. Firstly, I'm not good at cute, and so to wear a baby's cap like that, it took every kind of perseverance I've ever had to understand in the whole life. Then I had to go underneath the pram. I then had to, because of my lower back, I can have problems. And then I had to stand in a certain way so that my head could fit through the hole they had made in the pram. And then I had to pull these expressions on while my back was collapsing on me. So it was not an easy or comfortable situation. And I thought to myself, if I was more comfortable, I could have been a little more creative. But no, I just kind of had an expression on my face because I was saying, I can't repeat it on the show, but I was saying some things I was swearing under my breath, trying to be like a lovely little child, which I'm not. So to play it, easy.
It worked well,
sorry,
though.
I missed
Such
that.
a professional. Oh, you missed that.
He
was cute, though.
I did not see that. I would love to have seen that.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, Terry, you're such a sport. I'm thinking you have no idea how much I've learned to relax in my older years. I would have been a different response, but no, it was a Halloween show, and it was Rosemary's Baby. Imagine me as Rosemary's Baby. Why did you see me like a devil? Rebel. And I'm thinking.
Well, everyone was talking about that.
I think they liked it. I think that's what happened.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, they like to disturb me. Anyway, it's the only time I've ever played a baby in my life, and I didn't.
You didn't like regressing?
I was a sweeter child than that. I've seen pictures. This is supposed to be a devil, and I was not that as a child. I may have gotten that way as I got older, but not when I was a sweet kid before I was. I'm glad you all think well, I go through my torment as a child, and they're laughing. That's okay. I remember, as I said, I'm still writing the will.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
I had a question from Leann. We finally got a scene with you and Christy Clark, and we've been waiting, 20-some odd years. So it seemed like every time you were on, you were gone, and then Christy would show up and be on for a few weeks or so. And I mean, it was odd finally meeting Anna's adult daughter for the first time.
Yeah, what you're talking about a couple of years ago when we showed up and actually worked together. It was great fun. It was there was a sweet treat. I keep using that phrase, but I can't help myself. She is just delightful, and it was fun to have that maternal side that I don't have, and she actually had to kind of be the more of the maternal figure with Anna because Anna was a little unhinged, and but it was really good to work with her, and I would hope that we could work in the future. I would love to do more scenes with her. I'm a very bad mother. Leann is not very attentive to anything, and except her own self and her Tony. So I would hope that I'd have time to repair some of that at some point.
Yeah, Christy lives in London now, I believe.
I'm sorry, where?
Christy lives in London. She relocated
to
London.
I'm not sure she's still there.
She moved to London? Oh, see, I haven't even spoken with her, so I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she married an Englishman. I think they've got like 3 children.
Yes.
Well, I know that they had taken a trip around the world, and I know they were doing that for about a year, and that was the last time I communicated with her. But I think she's been back since I was back myself, so we just never crossed paths at the studio. So
yeah, she's a
good
lovely
for her.
girl.
Lovely
great.
girl.
Yeah, lovely girl. See, I can be pleasant.
See, you can be nice. See,
yes.
My little beast.
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while, the beast can be
Every
a nice
once in a while,
Yes, the beast. That was Joe's name, the beast. So, listen, thank you very much. Was there any other question?
Yes. Yeah, we got all our callers through. I just want to thank you again, and also our our co-host Anna, who wasn't feeling well tonight, couldn't be here. She just wanted to say that she's excited to have you back. She's usually with us with the show, but she couldn't make it tonight. So she just wanted to wish you well, and she's excited to see you back, and we're all excited to see you back.
Well, thank you, Marianne. Appreciate
your help.
Friday.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I guess
that was
we'll see Thaao on Friday, and then Anna will be coming shortly after, I guess, and
I'll be showing up in August, the beginning of August.
In August.
Yes.
Right in the beginning of August. Okay.
Yeah, come on at the end. I think on Friday. Kind of interesting what takes place. It's different to what I've ever had to play before. So, and then of course with Leann coming back that way, she does, and seeing her after all these years that and what happened, and what transpired with him, and where he's been, and where she's been, and what she was led to believe. It makes interesting drama, and I think Ron did a nice job with those scenes.
Yes, I think that's what we're looking forward to, hearing people wondering, where has Tony been? What's the backstory, and how they're going to explain it? And I think that's what's going to be. Fans are waiting to hear.
That's what they have to tune in for. Yes.
Right. Exactly. So. Okay.
Well, thank
you so much for both of you.
Okay, thank you,
It's always
Terry.
a pleasure.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye, Thaao. Bye, Leann.
Bye, honey.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye.